24%.
Yeah, a single purchase. Hey, everybody, this is Brandon and Phill from Zaid Comics, artist and writer on the now live on Indiegogo comic Magic Cop, graphic novel. And so, yeah, we muted that. So we were waiting about a half hour so we could get a proper promotion out on Twitter and Facebook and everything. And literally the moment that we launched the stream, someone backed the comic. The first backer bought Elliot's traditionally drawn cover for the $700 tier. So
that's awesome.
We're already at 24% meeting our fixed goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we only needed 3 more of those covers.
Yeah,
we could have
that's
just
true.
met the goal.
We'll contact Elliot. Make 3 more of those covers.
Yeah, math doesn't work like that, I guess, though. But yeah, so what do you want to talk about?
We can go through the campaign and show everybody what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Are we able to play the video? Will the audio go through the stream?
I don't know.
Who's to say?
I have no idea.
I'm sure there's a way to. I assume there's a way to do that.
Maybe you can keep talking.
Yeah. So Magic Cop Drop Dead Legs. This is the first episode in a series of books, but this is self-contained. So it's going to be, like I said, self-contained story. It's going to be 4 chapters. Each chapter having its own inside cover. I thought that was a cool little lead-in. As if it was separated into 4 issues. So maybe in the future. Yo, Sean's in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, so as if it was 4 issues. So maybe in the future we'll release this in single floppies, but right now this is going to be the only way to get it as the trade graphic novel with 4 chapters. And this one being episode 1. And we wanted to keep it like the episodic format, since it is a big homage to the crime TV shows in the 1980s, specifically Miami Vice, as you can see by this awesome Pablo Romero cover here. And yeah, and the concept of basically came up with an idea for an arcade game, pulling from like Streets of Rage, Bad Dudes, Double Dragon, stuff like that. And that really sprang up all the characters, having the need for those archetypal characters, dealing with those arcade games. And then it grew into this bigger story, having those big, boss characters that these protagonists would fight. And it just grew into this awesome 1980s monster story where these characters are detectives working in the city of Ambrosia. And as we stroll down, this is the first chapter cover, the interior cover. And yeah, this one was really cool. I kind of conceptualized it, having the story being revolved around a murdered mermaid who's a prostitute, kind of doing this metaphorical look at the sushi place. Showing our 2 main characters, Iggy Cromwell, the Magic Cop, and Grey Wolf, his kind of, on the verge of retirement partner, who's getting too old for this stuff. Yeah, I love how this cover came out. The colors, Eugene is killing it on the colors. If you guys don't know of Eugene, he's also coloring Hero, Blood of Patriots. And he's killing it on that book as well. Yeah, so glad you guys could stop in and take a look at the campaign. I slaved over making that trailer. If you guys haven't watched the trailer, we're trying to set up so we could actually show the trailer off right now. I guess Brandon's using StreamYard right now. I've never used it before.
Yeah, trying to. I don't know if I can pull from here.
I have 32 Twitter notifications.
Yeah, that's a lot.
from launching this. I had a Forever King, who's a big fighting game player. I texted him about it, and he says it looks like Johnny Cage on the cover. Just hilarious.
I don't know. I guess I can't pull.
Everybody else does it, Brandon. Ethan's
on
doing it all the
StreamYard?
time. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure.
They're pulling OBS video from it?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe they're. Yeah, I don't know.
There's one thing that I can try.
I don't. Is that better? You guys hear us?
You could hear now.
Awesome. Cool. And we want to do some more stuff with Pablo in the future. We have some stretch goals set up that'll unlock as we go through the campaign to do some trading cards. And we'd love to have Pablo do some trading cards. Is it better, Pablo? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome.
I'm going to switch the audio because I think well, let's see if we can do this. All right. Well, you could keep talking.
Yeah.
I'll be able to see this here.
So we're trying to set up the trailer here, but I want to talk about some of the perks that we have. You know, we have the standard signed copy for $25, and then we're actually doing, as you can see, could they see the screen right now? No. All right. As we'll show in a little bit, we have a behind the scenes book, which is kind of like the making of process. Which Elliot did this beautiful cover for us for the behind the scenes book. It's going to have the pilot issue in it, which is a 12-page kind of like, you know, people are saying it's like the trailer to Magic Op to get the feel of the characters in a world that you live in. Because everything, you know, supernatural is the normal in this world. You know, we got ghosts running around, vampires, witches, wolfmen, of course, as you can see. And yeah, so that pilot issue sets up everything. It's going to also, the behind the scenes book is going to have concept art, you know, little blurbs about coming up with characters, the character archetypes, how we came up with the whole Magic Hop idea. And we might even throw some little things that we worked on for the game that we were in the process of making when the concept of Magic Hop came to be. So yeah, I'm super happy with this cover. It's like just the magic wand that Elliot threw in there is so badass. It's like melting with magic. Really cool. Hey, Crystal. Thanks for hopping in. Crystal McGee, of course, the creator of The Good Night. Go check out The Good Night on Indiegogo. It's a really cool book. And actually, Brandon did some fan art for The Good Night.
Yeah.
That was really fun to conceptualize. That was awesome. Let's see if we could pull up the fan art. But yeah, this cover is so cool. I'm so glad we went with Elliot because, you know, he has more of that animation style of art that he does. Really, really fits the world, I think, really well. And of course, if you guys don't know that the female there on the cover, her name's Helly. Helly Nightshade, right? Mm-hmm. Helly Nightshade. She's a witch, and she's, you know, a supporting character. We see her a lot. She's, you know, this flirty character, and she she kind of goes undercover as a prostitute to get information. She's running this case to track down the head mistress of the prostitution ring, Madam Sith, and Magic Cop and Grey Wolf are on the team with her, so they use her to get the job.
I don't know how to get the audio through.
All right, that's fine.
The thing, but it could show the good night picture.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this good night fan art that Brandon did, pretty fun. The jumping away from the exploding bed. Love that. It's awesome.
Yeah, it turned out really good.
Yeah. It's so good. But yeah, head over, either now or when we stop streaming to the page here to check out these awesome, panels and interior art and the trailer that I worked really hard on also.
Yeah, Phill worked really hard on the trailer.
I did.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks for dropping that link, Crystal. So yeah, let's go through the perks. So our feature perk, we got the signed book and the behind the scenes book, as I was talking about. You get that pilot issue in there. You get Elliot's awesome cover, which is going to be colored by our colorist, Eugene. And he hasn't colored it yet. He's been on vacation, but we're going to get that colored as soon as possible. We should be working on it right now. And yeah, I think this is, you get both books. And on top of that, Indiegogo added this really cool thing called add-ons. So when you check out, it'll take you to the add-on section and you can buy extra things. So you can get an extra book. You can get any of the prints that we have offered individually. And then you can get, we have a sticker set, just some cool things that you could throw into your bundle. So this right here, the signed book and behind the scenes, is our featured perk, $55. We scroll down a little bit. You have your regular signed book or a digital copy for $25. We really wanted to make that digital copy happen for international people that couldn't afford, the backing or the shipping prices. Those are kind of crazy when you're shipping outside of the U.S.
It's not necessarily that they can't afford it.
Right. They don't want to.
They don't want to afford it.
I don't blame them. And then we have our, for $45, our signed book with the naughty prints. So Brandon is a deviant, and
like the website.
Yeah, he draws some deviant art, and he also has a deviant art account. But these prints are the inside cover interiors. So we have this cover right here. The chapter 1 cover is the first one. Brandon originally drew it with naked, topless mermaid here. And then I'm like, we should, throw a big knife in front of there to censor. And I think that the censorship works on that one. It's really cool. But if you want the naughty prints, the knife won't be there. You could put them up, in your house and frame them. And like I said, with the add-ons, you could buy any of these individually. But for this signed book and naughty prints tier, you get all 4 interior covers, which we show 3 of them. The 4th one has not been made yet, but they're at the bottom of the campaign. We'll go down. You get 2 books, $50, and then a book and the behind-the-scenes book and the prints, $65. And then retailer pack, which comes with, I believe it's 5 books and a retail poster. And this one is our super cool executive producer tier. If you click on that one, it comes with the regular book signed. It comes with the behind the scenes book, and you get your name as an executive producer in the book. We have this opening credits scene, kind of like a TV show, or it has our names, the creators, and the executive producer spots. There's 2 names, so 2 people can claim this one. Your name will be right there. I think it's on like page 4 of the book, and you get this super radical 1980s crew member jacket that we're going to send to you. It's going to have the Magic Cop logo on the back. It's going to have your name embroidered on the front, and it's really cool. We actually have the jacket in here, not made up yet.
We're 25% funded with 1 purchase.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, the next perk someone bought. So we have this this jacket.
yeah, we'll go to stop sharing. There's Phill. It hasn't been customized with the art on it yet, though.
Yeah, look at this thing. Takes you back to the 80s. And it's perfect Magic Hop colors, too. What more could you ask for?
Right. Yeah, it's like a members only jacket
Yeah.
for the people who are part of the production team.
Yeah.
The people who bought into the production team.
So you get this jacket, it'll say Magic Hop, have Zaid Comics on it, and your name. It's going to be really, really cool. So there's only 2 of those. And then we had the cover, which is this cover, Elliot's cover, but the first person who backed it swiped the cover.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are our tiers. And like I said, those add-ons are really a really fun way to punch up your bundle.
I guess we
What you choose.
right?
Swooped.
You were going for swooped in.
Yeah, swooped in and stole this cover.
There you go. He's the writer.
Yeah. Takes me a while to write things. Yeah, Crystal. And then, going on to some art. This is some really cool action shots going in, tracking down Madam Sith, who's right here in her like underground sewer lair. And they need to bring her in for some questioning. But she's like this Gorgon, Medusa-esque character. She was one of the first bad guys that we designed for the game. You designed her crazy. Like there's this very original, like how she has that human mouth and the snake kind of like coming over her head to swallow her, and then she's got her snakes in her hair.
Yeah, when
Really
I was doing that, I thought of like how a lot of the characters in the 80s would have been like highly sexualized, I guess. You know, so like you want to keep that feminine look to that character without it being like a sexy woman body but with a snake head.
Yeah.
Which I thought would be really, I thought that was going to be kind of dumb. So putting the mouth and the lips on there really add to like the femininity of the character.
Yeah.
Keep her like, sexy looking.
Definitely.
But,
She's also featured on our second cover, inside cover.
right. Plus you could get a lot more expression out of a human mouth than you can with like a snake head. So yeah, so here's the naughty covers. I haven't drawn this one. The 4th one will have to be especially naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might just be one giant boob.
Cyclops boob?
Yeah,
Or
just
is it an
one.
eye instead of a nipple?
Yeah.
That'd be great, right?
Yeah. Dude, Ignatius Cromwell.
Yeah, what a great name.
You remember where we got the name from?
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm surprised nobody ever asks where we got that from.
They're just like,
Such a-
oh, that's a cool
Yeah,
name.
oh, that's cool. They probably just came up with some weird name. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, you can go through some of the pictures too.
Oh, we got another
2 backers.
What did we get? Signed book.
Nice.
Nice. Go through what pictures?
Up at the top under the trailer, we go through some of these pictures.
So there's part of one of the cover. This is actually the opening panel.
Yeah, the first panel, establishing shot of the city.
Right. Wanted to go with kind of unusual looking skyline to establish the aesthetic of kind of like that old world feel to everything, but still in the modern 1980s day. This is Phil's favorite character. We wanted him really thick,
Yeah.
many C's. So
Yeah,
I drew
he's
him real thick.
His name's O'Hara. He's a leprechaun giant.
Yeah.
He uses that hat to shoot rainbows out to blast his enemies away.
Yeah, it's the source of all of his power.
Yeah, his hat. This shot was really cool. This was actually changed
Yeah, it was kind of on the fly.
Yeah, on the fly. It was just going to be a shot of the 2 walking out of the police station. But I thought it would be cool to solidify this world where everything that's normal is kind of magical. So we have this little fairy chick trying to sell Iggy a candy bar, and he's kind of waving her off. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good.
So close-up shot there.
We might have to do a merchandise piece with this character.
Yeah.
Like a pin, I think would be awesome.
That would be fun. It's another page.
Oh, this is Cap.
Yeah.
So if you've
Cap.
read the 12-page preview issue, you've seen Cap before.
Yeah.
So this is like his first appearance in this graphic novel.
He's the head of the police department.
Some of the background characters, this guy's a hook for hand.
For some reason.
All inclusive, man. All inclusive.
This is another page from the pilot issue showing off the unicorn, the awesome car that Magic Cop drives. Yeah, it's awesome. And then this is the third inside cover.
Yeah, this is, I don't know if it's people's favorite. A lot of people like this one just because of the skull guy and stuff.
Yeah, that's the main antagonist. We see him kind of like covered up and cloaked in shadows on the first couple pages of the issue. And then we get his big reveal probably in chapter 3, I believe.
I like how his hat turned out like if it was soaked in water.
Yeah, super wet.
And it's like
cool.
sagging.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Eugene's killing it on those colors. Like this guy, Bone Daddy-O, is kind of like a retro 80s skeleton man where his sometimes his bones glow with neon colors. Really cool. Yeah, and then I guess we'll go over this little story synopsis here. Ignatius Cromwell, is a new magic cop straight out of the academy with his magic wand passed down through his family. On his first case, he has to learn to work with his new Wolfman partner on the edge of retirement as they investigate a murder of a mermaid prostitute. With the aid of a big leprechaun and flirty witch, the team will find out that the city of Ambrosia has its fair share of skeletons in its closet. Pun intended.
Yeah.
I guess, is that a pun? But yeah, it works both ways.
So you play on words more than a pun. So this is the
what is it?
Man, my computer's real good. It's a work computer. So yeah, there's that chapter 3 cover. I wanted to show it off because I think the framing of everything is really cool.
Yeah, the angle's cool. Big wave. It's not actually a giant size.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like the previous one with Madam Sith, where she's not actually giant size either.
Right. Everyone asked me, or like the sushi one. They're like, "Oh, is this like a perspective thing, where like the knife is super close to the camera, and then she's like in the middle, and they're like really far in the back?"
Well, yeah, the cutting board is 5 miles long, so the knife is really far from her.
And then, she's not actually.
They're conceptual pieces. There you go. Put up the safe one so we could get that sweet monetization.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, here's that first cover. Yeah. I love how the car and like the background is like the colors dampened.
Yeah, it's weird how he took out the line work that I did on the car.
Oh yeah, is that what he did?
Yeah, and it's just kind of just like pastels into the background, which looks really cool.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a really good.
And then Easter egg for our viewers right now. If you guys don't know, Grey Wolf is actually eating a Cinnabon with chopsticks.
He is, yeah, that's true.
And Brandon put in there.
The soy sauce container Eugene filled with salt.
Yeah.
It's so salty.
Right. The soy sauce here is just salt, which is basically the same thing.
That's good.
Awesome.
And it's so much fun making comic books. Doing stuff like this.
Yeah, this action shot, O'Hara, previous to this page, O'Hara bursts down the door with his rainbows out of his hat. It kind of, that was an early scene that I wanted to happen. And this is the aftermath here. Door fragments.
Yeah.
In the script, it literally says that Grey Wolf is taking a Tubbs stance from Miami Vice, so he's standing like Tubbs.
Yeah, I wish you could bring that up. So
Crystal says, just say no
to Tubbs.
So no to soy. So I agree. Yeah. There's no soy in this comic book, so much so that there's not even soy sauce. It's just salt.
see if we can find a good.
Yeah, hashtag Cinnabon for life.
Yeah, for Phil's favorite character here, O'Hara. Thought this would be a good way because he's such a big guy.
Mhm.
You know, I think it would be funny to establish him as like kind of like that wannabe amateur wrestler type
Yeah.
character. And you know, like I feel like if you were doing like a show in the 80s like Miami Vice or like Magnum or something like that, there would be an episode where O'Hara was like, you know, doing some like pro-am wrestling and then
Yeah.
gets caught up in like some stuff and
Yeah.
then they like follow that storyline a little bit.
That would be hilarious. Like the actor wants to be a wrestler, so he's like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
put some like wrestling stuff in here."
Yeah.
So O'Hara's doing a DDT to this guy. Some wrestling move.
Yeah. I can't find a good picture of Tubbs doing this. But Tubbs always had the tiny shotgun.
Yeah,
Oh man.
definitely.
Look at these
And
action
it comes up later that Tubbs, on his side of his shotgun, he has the words "good boy."
Not Tubbs, Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf on the side of his shotgun
Cancel
has
it.
the words "good boy."
Yeah, the good boy.
Actually, the good boy. So that's his gun.
Yeah, I think when we do the what is it, the bookmarks, when we do the bookmarks, we're going to do some really cool pieces of art that are original just for the bookmarks.
Mhm.
So there's going to be some like Easter egg stuff on there.
Yeah,
for those
definitely.
things. So
Oh yeah, we can go down to stretch goals and show those off.
oh yeah, is the bookmark one of the stretch goals?
Yeah, I think it's
Well, man, I'm counting these chickens
It's the
before they hatch. So
second one.
where are we? Yeah, the second stretch
Yeah,
goal is the
stretch
bookmark.
goals. Yeah, so the first one, once we get to 6K, we're getting that heavier paper. And then 8K, we get the free bookmark. I think we're going to do a couple of bookmarks, and, you know, they might be what we're talking about, sending them out randomly.
Yeah, you
Or
might
you wanna
get a
do
couple of bookmarks or
bookmarks.
something like that. I don't know. There's going to be some cool art for those, like
Yeah.
specific for the bookmarks. So they just might be so cool that we just.
Hey, Serena Sketches. Thanks for
Oh,
hopping
thanks,
in.
yeah.
Thanks for retweeting. I saw that. The retweets don't go unnoticed.
Yeah, they come
And-
as notifications.
And then the third stretch goal, enamel pin. We're going to do a cool Magic Cop enamel pin. And then we have a bunch of other ones. You know, how it's going to work is if we reach that 6K stretch goal, then it's going to unlock the next one after the 10K.
Yeah.
You know, and we kind of took that from Brian Polito's, Coffin Comics
Right.
Kickstarters. And you want to explain how their stretch goal stuff works?
Yeah, they make $1 million on every comic book, so you get like a grocery bag full of stuff. And I think the smart way for them to do it, which is what they're doing, is they'll put the next one, and then it'll be like a metal foil card or whatever, and then they'll tell you when the next goal is, but they don't tell you what it is until you've unlocked this first one up here. And then sometimes they don't even tell you what it is. They'll just pass it. But I think that's a smart way of doing that, because then if we have production problems with something, or, you know, like for whatever reason we can't source something else, without disappointing anybody, there's still goals to work toward, but we can make that change. You know, like if we can't get custom spinner rims, you know, shipped out to everybody, we'll have to be able to source something else, you know, like those rings that make the noise. So I think that's a smart way of doing that, and it works really, really well for them, and it kind of gives us the flexibility of kind of changing things on the fly. But once they're out here, you know, they're going to be out here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to back out on that stuff.
Yeah. Here, go up to the O'Hara picture, because I want to talk about his shirt. All the way up.
He's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, here. So, but this shirt, we wanted to give him a cool Hawaiian shirt. It's kind of like a throwback and callback to one of the guys on the Miami Vice team. And Brandon just did the line work for the shirt and didn't put any palm trees on there. And I'm like, hey, Eugene, my colorist, I'm like, we want this to be a Hawaiian shirt, super flashy 80s colors. And, I would like some palm trees on there. Like if you could put some on. If not a big deal. But I guess he made a stamp and it was just stamped them all around there, and it looks so good.
If this was a cartoon, do you think it would be like just that flat thing, and then as he turns, it doesn't change
Yeah,
the shirt at all?
it just runs like animation
Yeah.
behind his shirt. Yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. So when we reach that several $100,000 stretch goal and the cartoon can get funded, you'll know what to look forward to.
Yeah. Be awesome.
I mean, I don't know how far this thing's going to go, but I think there would be a really cool, like if there was a high stretch goal, I think the video game would be in order for sure.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, because we've done a lot of work on the video game as far as laying out the foundation for it, and doing like flow charts of when this happens, you go to this next scene and this next level. And when we were working on it in the early stages, I was just creating characters and thugs and stuff that you would fight along the video game, different stages and background areas. And I mean, there's a lot of characters that we can explore in the Magic Cop world. Even that has helped me plot out the second book. I know where this is, what's going to happen in the second book. There's callbacks to the first. You get even cooler characters. And the bad guys is where, you definitely want to pull in the creativity, especially when you're working on a game like Magic Cop was going to be, like a side-scrolling beat-em-up arcade game, because you get those iconic boss fights. Yeah.
Sold one more book.
So that's 3 altogether, or 2?
Well, we have 2 single book tiers claimed, and then the book with the sketch.
So altogether 3 books.
Yes.
And a behind-the-scenes book, because the cover comes with it.
Right.
Awesome. That's good. We could refresh, right?
We could. I looked it up on a different window.
Right.
I didn't want to seem like I was checking.
Yeah. Let's see if your computer could load. I wonder how bad this stream is. Like the quality. Serena or Crystal, how is the quality of the stream?
It's probably fine. I'm streaming out in 8K resolution.
Wait, you scroll up. Let's see this.
795. Once we cross that 800,
then what?
Then we'll be past $800.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we get any of those guys want to join in.
But then won't their audio come through the mic?
We'll have to put on headphones.
Double headphones?
Yeah. Well, we could.
Who should I ask? Should I ask Narwhal?
No, they want to join in.
I mean, I have to ask first. Should I ask Ethan's chair?
Yeah. Yeah, we won't have any problems with his audio. It's just
Should
a
I ask
chair.
Adam Post.
And that guy's audio. So, how does he
Yeah, I don't know.
that? I wonder if he has like
There's a mic thing
where like he's pressing a button to talk, maybe.
yeah. No,
If it
no,
looked like a detonator, and you could just be like,
that'd be great. Man, everyone's still doing
Nobody's
this. Also,
retweeting.
tomorrow, if you guys are a big fan of John Malin, we'll be on John Malin's show tomorrow night.
Yeah.
At sometime 8 his time, I think.
Yeah, 8
7
Eastern.
Central.
When we were on Saturday, we were on the show, right? Was that Saturday? Or was that Sunday? No, it was Saturday.
What?
Mandy's show.
Mandy's show? We were on Mandy's show
Yeah.
Sunday.
I think it was Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday night. That was a good one, man. That thing was 3 hours long. Felt like we were on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, my eyes were so tired that night.
You set out for a simple stream, and it turns into a 3-hour tour.
Yeah. I wish we could show this trailer.
We can show it. I mean, we could put the audio through the garbage mic.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It'll just play.
yeah, why don't we do that?
We can do that. No.
All right. Here's our trailer.
check this.
Let us know how the audio
Hey
sounds.
everybody, it's Phill and Brandon, writer and artist of
Probably
Magic
gonna sound
Cop,
horrible.
our newest graphic novel from Zaid Comics, live here on Indiegogo. So jump in on the action with us with this trailer right now.
Why is the
Thanks for watching, everybody, and remember, we need your help to make Magic Cop happen. So spread the word and hop on in. Let's go make some comics.
So that was the trailer.
It's
just in.
one take.
Yeah,
It's a single take.
one camera shot. The whole thing. Mandy said, did you see Mandy's tweet too?
I did not.
Loved y'all's trailer. Oh my god. I'm gonna need a sweet jacket and a ride in the Viper at some point.
Well, when we throw the Comics Gate convention here in Chicago and they come out, maybe we could give some Viper rides.
$100 ride in the Viper around the parking lot.
Around in the park. It will cordon off the top level of the parking garage.
Yo, there's speak of your ears are more burning. We're just talking about you, Mandy.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we just showed off the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the audio wasn't complete garbage.
Right.
I don't know how I would do that. I know how to do it in XSplit and OBS, but I don't know how to do it on here. Yeah. Back to the share screen. You know what we should do? We should show off some other stuff here. Maybe some stuff that's going to be in this behind the scenes thing.
Yeah, we could do that. We have uncolored pages.
You want to show off the character named Kulo?
Kulo.
Why is there an Arsenic Jones drawing?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Hold on a second. We're going to stop sharing this screen and see what this is.
Check out this jacket. This is the jacket Mandy wants. We'll see if she's man enough to get it, though.
Exactly in that order. All right, so he's just a nondescript thug. Very good. We'll not be showing that.
Yeah, I'm so hyped that someone bought the cover already.
Dude, look, Manny Torres.
Crystal likes the names. Kulo. Oh, yeah, here's Manny Torres. Manny the
No,
Miser.
nobody's seen
Oh,
this guy yet.
Show him.
I'm going to. Hold on, I gotta reconfigure this.
This is going to be in the behind the scenes. This is a concept piece of one of our bosses for the Magic Cup game.
This was 2017.
So this has been in production for a while, at least the game and the concepts and the ideas. Are they seeing Manny? This is Manny the Miser Torres. In the game, each character was going to have their own storyline, and this was going to be O'Hara's boss that he fights, because Manny steals O'Hara's pot of gold to plate his horns gold.
Man.
That's good writing.
Garbage artist. The old Gray Wolf.
Oh man, I mean, he looks the same.
Yeah, well, he's
Except he doesn't have a cigar now.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cigar, and his shotgun's older.
2017 Grey Wolf.
Let's see what else we got. Some good references for Helly. Oh yeah, Helly's old costume and her the weapons that she was going to have in the game. So she was going to use her witch's hat as the shield,
Right.
and then have a mini broom as like a baton, because she was supposed to be like a SWAT team member. And then her baton was going to get big, and then she was going to like do a dive kick on it.
Yeah. Just put it between her legs and dive kick down. It was going to be awesome.
Yeah, I never drew that one though. Why is Manny the best looking one? All right,
You in the book.
O'Hara.
Yeah, we're going to put all the concept stuff
All
there.
right, we'll show off O'Hara's old concept. 2017. Time can really help you hone your skills.
Yes. And that's great. I mean, like, since even the first concept page that we did for Magic Cop, Brandon just drew out just one page. Just from drawing, it's, he's gotten much better, and it shows through the comic. All these pages we have now, it's awesome to see that progress.
Hot Dog Sapien.
He's great, though.
Yeah, he's such a good character.
Like, he looks so good. This might freak you guys out. Turn your head if you're freaked out. But this was an old character Brandon came up with named Hot Dog Sapien. And he, believe it or not, was going to be one of the bosses to a sub-boss to another character that this guy pours some toxic magic waste onto a hot dog vendor, and he turns into this monstrous caveman-esque living hot dog that attacks Magic Cop. And Hot Dog Sapiens was originally a concept for a hot dog eatery.
Yeah, it was like a restaurant.
Yeah, restaurant.
restaurant.
Which might be featured in Magic Cop. In the
Hot Dog
background,
Sapiens,
Hot Dog Sapiens, chicken shower.
Chicken shower. Yeah. Chicken shower is good.
We got all the ideas over at Zaid Comics, so.
Here's the old Madam Sith.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like this concept too. You kept the dress. Is the dress the same?
Yeah, I love
Same
this
dress.
dress.
Really cool. And she's got those
Yes.
cat eye sunglasses.
Right.
And originally she didn't have snakes in her hair. And then I'm like, are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
And we'll have her in the book where sometimes they're hiding in her hair and then they'll peek out and stuff like that. That'll be really cool to emote with those snakes.
That's true.
Kind of make them kind of like her babies that she cares about. It's kind of cool. Kind of like taking that little nod from that chick from Monsters Incorporated, Mike Wazowski's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah,
that.
that's awesome. That's actually super true. Yeah, we've been working on this thing for a really long time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's like all our IPs, right? So we have this one, but the next book that I'm going to do, the characters that are involved with that, like the silhouette, we've been working on with that character since before Magic Cop, since like 2011, So we've been stewing in the creative juices around these characters. And I think that's the best way to do that. You need to get a hold of the personalities of the characters and really know what they're going to think in these situations when you put them in them. So. Oh, dude, we forgot to put the car in there.
Where we'll just show it off right now.
Oh, we should put it on the page, though. That's what I forgot to put that in there. Yeah, show it off. And of course, you can't have
Open up Photoshop.
a cool
Photoshop's already
80s,
open.
TV show without a badass car.
Yeah.
Every crime TV show has an awesome car in it, and this is the unicorn.
Spelled this way,
The first one. It's a
Not
concept
this
with
way.
the spelling.
not this one.
So what'd you come up with the
Why don't we
the
just
shape of
save
this
that?
car?
So I took this picture of this Testarossa
All right.
and I traced a little bit over it, but then I flattened it out, obviously, because you could see there. That's why the car looks so good.
Sean Davis in the chat, creator of Pillow Man and Blanket Boy. Shout outs to him.
Oh yeah, badass car is vital. That's how I live my life.
Yeah.
I think I forgot about this every time I draw it.
Well, you're a failure.
Go back and redraw that.
And also, if you, I don't know if you have how handy you have it, but in the pilot issue, we got a really cool back end shot of the car on page 5, I think it is. And you see Brandon put in the tire treads of the car little horseshoes for good luck.
Oh, it's on the
There
fake
you go.
first page.
Yeah, the fake. This was, the fake first page. This is the title page for our pilot issue, as you could see, uncolored.
I thought what would be really cool conceptually for the cars, because obviously in the real world we have license plates, but I didn't want to have to deal with coming up with all kinds of, kind of actually made it even more complicated for myself. But I thought like license plates would kind of just be too normal. So I thought what would be kind of cool is to have here like the family crest of whoever was driving the car. And so I came up with like this Magic Cop or Cromwell family crest. So it goes on the back of the car. So when it's the colored page, if you guys seen that, you'll see the colors like the Magic Cop or Cromwell family crest colors.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then you see the horseshoes on the tires.
Yeah.
And then this is a really good page to just like the setting of the world. Also, you have this kind of like castle-esque architecture, but it also has a garage there, and but it still has the wooden door on it, and then a box truck on the side. So when we're doing this world building, we really want to incorporate the modern, 80s aspects to old worldly, medieval aspects, and I think Brandon's doing a great job with that. There's another page from the pilot issue, so you can see the car whipping around the corner.
Yeah. With this magic shooting out the exhaust.
Yeah, I'd like to think that he could turn that on, make it go super fast. Use the magic wands to.
Yeah, this was really
power
fun
that.
to draw. This was the first thing we really did. I mean, I drew that like concept page. Going back and looking at that is really funny. That's kind of like, it reminds me of like, when you go back and look at like the first pilot episode of something of like Beavis and Butthead, how they're like so poorly drawn, and then you go to like the movie and they're still pretty bad, like artistic style, but like you could see how they've been like evolved a little bit into more of a real character.
Right, it's the same as with anything. Simpsons also.
Right.
Pilot episode for that. Yeah. It's exciting though. So
yeah, it's awesome.
we set the print dates to have everything shipped out in 2020. So I think we put it for March, and kind of just putting it overshooting what we think we're able to do, right? John Malin always says, give yourself some extra time because you don't know the hiccups and printing and all that stuff. So we did that. And yeah, we're super excited to bring you all this book.
Oh,
Working
thanks.
tirelessly
Phill
on it.
did all the campaign page work.
Yeah, most of it.
Because it's a lot of time to draw everything. So Phill did a lot of stuff. My shirt. There's a swear on the back.
That's a John Wick shirt.
Yeah.
Shout
And
out
it
to John.
continues. Yeah, John Wick. Bring out the John Wick statue and a Lobo shirt.
Yeah, boxed John Wick statue. Yeah, I did the campaign page, did the trailer. So while Brandon was, he's still drawing. I think, we're 16 pages in right now, maybe more.
Yeah, I'm on. Well, it's more because I have 23 and 24 already done.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So there's 18 pages already done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 4 chapters, around 20 to 24 pages in each chapter. So we're looking at 88 pages for the book, full story, and then it's going to be plus that because we have the covers
And then some. There's a secret thing too.
I don't know the secret thing, but
No, doesn't.
what?
I don't know. Something says love somewhere instead of live.
That's weird. I usually, whenever I say I love something, it just always autocorrects to live.
Where does this say this? Oh, in the email. No, first line of the intro.
Of the email. Who cares? Well, we can't change that. And also, if you guys are part of our mailing list, you did get an email today, and you'll have a secret tier for the email backers, the mailing list backers that get, a little something extra that none of the other people are going to get. Yeah, so definitely, if you guys are watching this, share the page. We want to get funded as fast as possible so we can hitting those stretch goals, and it'll just solidify us on Indiegogo so we can go in demand and have a lot more time to put the hammer down on making this comic happen. So that's why we did the $3,000 goal, so we can get funded, promoted by Indiegogo, and just keep getting those stretch goals because we do have a lot of cool stretch goals, ready for you guys. It's gonna be awesome.
No, yeah, definitely. It's gonna be cool. I think what's really gonna be cool is when you get this this behind the scenes book and then you get the printed copy of that pilot issue.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be really awesome because
Right.
the only way you've been able to see it is online,
Mhm.
and now it'll be actually being printed.
And I think I'm going to re-letter that pilot issue because now I'm better at lettering.
That'll be
So,
cool.
yeah, that's going to be really cool to see in print.
Plus, there's a lot of cool add-ons that we didn't even talk about. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you buy the, whatever you're going to buy here, let's say you buy this one with these prints and stuff, you can also do add-ons, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. It's like you could order sticker packs, or what else do we have? Like every poster or cover, you could get it as an 11 by 17 print. Or you could put on another book.
Yeah.
Let's say you needed another book.
Yeah, let's
need
say
a
you
book
want
for
2
every room
books,
of your
right?
house.
Because we have the 2 book tier, but say you also want the behind the scenes book, so you can get this book, behind the scenes book, in prints, and then if you want a book to collect and sell later, you could get an add-on book,
Right.
to sell for millions of dollars on eBay.
Or if you have like 6 rooms in your house and they each need a copy of Magic Cop,
Mhm.
you could do the retailer pack,
Right.
which you get the poster,
Yeah,
but then you could add on another book.
that's right.
You have a 6th room.
Mhm.
Instead of buying another tier.
Mhm.
could do that.
Yeah, so I think those add-on things is a new thing to Indiegogo, probably in the last like 3 months
Yeah.
or so.
Because I think you used to have to go with like an outside
Yeah,
third
third
party.
Yeah, because I think that's still what Kickstarter does. Like
Yeah.
whenever I would get something off Kickstarter, like the Hellboy board game, they had some add-ons, but it was through a different service. I forget what it's called.
Kicker backers.
Yeah.
Back kicker.
The backers kick back. Kickstarter story.
This time it's personal.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I really love what Eugene's doing with like these dots, because they're not like the halftone dots that you put in Photoshop. It's like a different overlay.
and
And
he's
then-
choosing where they go.
Right, and that's what's insane about it. Like he's going through and specifically putting specifically colored
Mhm.
dots in certain areas by hand, seemingly.
Yeah.
Like I
Really
know
great
when we were
colors.
going through the pilot issue, there was sometimes where it's like, oh, we can't put dots on that guy's shirt because it's too small and it
Mhm.
muddies up the piece of art.
Right. I think that's what the pilot issue was. Working with Eugene on that was really like,
Invaluable.
yeah, feeling out, get ready for the graphic novel, because you're right. When someone's shirt or the black,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you probably shouldn't put the halftones on the black here because it's already dark and it kind of makes everything tinted red.
Right.
And so now anything that's just true black, he doesn't put it on. As you can see, like Helly's pants,
Right.
so halftones on that. And so I think through working with us on that, it really honed teaching him how to use those halftones, and it looks awesome. Worked out really well.
Yeah, that's the progression of the timeline is just perfect.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
And this was
Yeah,
what's
all
his
this
name
was
colored?
Pablo.
Pablo colored this
Yeah.
whole thing by himself. He's doing some crazy stuff with like his paper like lines and
Mhm.
stuff on here. And,
Yeah, Pablo has a tutorial on his YouTube channel to show how to do that paper overlay.
yeah.
And I sent that to Eugene. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Like I'll do that for the covers."
Yeah.
So that's what he does
Yeah,
that little paper overlay
The
on our
covers have like an entirely different, like it's almost like a totally different medium almost.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't. It's like the inside of the comic book, but it's so much more. It's like the production time and value has been increased on the covers. It's awesome. Yeah, you can see here, especially with like removing all these lines but not touching any of this stuff versus here. Oh man, this is like a Quentin Tarantino shot right here. I didn't even know that.
That's true.
I'm disgusted with myself. Man,
There it is again.
I know. I just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and man, I'm really tired.
And that was last night.
Yeah. Let me tell you, that movie felt like it was 5 hours long, and it was only 3 hours long.
That's rough.
It's not funny. It's horrible.
Still up to there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. I guess
Wrap it up here?
we'll wrap up the
You
stream.
get some lunch.
Sure.
I'm hungry.
All right. And then, maybe we'll be on John Millen's stream tomorrow.
John Malin show
right?
tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe we'll stream again tonight. With some people.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out Magic Hop. Go watch that trailer on your own computer.
You can go to zaidcomics.com now and sign up for the newsletter because there's new buttons on there up to the website. You can sign up for the newsletter. You can go directly to the Indiegogo page.
Cool.
And you can also go directly to our merchandise page via Galloping Ghost Reproductions and buy yourself Magic Hop merchandise right off of there.
That's cool.
And that gets shipped out way before the comic book. So
And if you guys haven't already and you guys aren't able to back, definitely share. Share on Twitter and Facebook. Spread the word. Anyone that loves Miami Vice or comic books in general, let them know about this comic because we're putting all we got into this. We want to make it to the best comic that we can. and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back later on to stream and of course posting videos on our YouTube channel. If you guys aren't subbed already and you're watching and you found the link on Twitter, definitely sub and follow the process of making this awesome book.
Yeah, awesome. All right, see you guys later.